ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. The Caribbean Elite Cycling Championships taking place later on this week in Cuba. The Bahamas sending a 3-member team along with coach Baron Turbo Musgrove.
Championship is also qualified for Pan American Cycling Championships 2020, and Pan American Cycling Championships is also qualified for the Olympics 2020. So it's a big event for us to go and to qualify and also to do well. And we're taking 2 of our top cyclists, Giles Sawyer and Lauren Sawyer, not related, but they have joined the national squad, and they've been doing pretty well. Lauren, this is his second time, and for Giles, this is first. We also, for the first time, taking a female cyclist, so that is showing some improvement. We have gotten a elite female cyclist in Anthony Simmons, and so we're going to use this as our building as we continue to upgrade our national squad.
I'm pretty excited. Never competed internationally, and I'm relatively new to the sport, so it feels good that my hard work has paid off. Realistically, I just want to finish, because cycling is a dangerous sport. Crashes do happen, so mechanicals happen, so I want to finish strong. And anything can happen in the race. You never know where you'll find yourself in the pack, so just see how it goes.
The Caribbean Cycling Federation will also hold a congress during the championships. President of the Bahamas Cycling Federation, Roy Colebrook, will be seeking a vice president's post.
There's a number of countries that are throwing their hat in the ring and vying for positions, because we believe that what is happening in the Caribbean Cycling Confederation more could happen, because what happened last year, something fantastic happened with the UCI, which is the international body, whereas the international relation aspect of it was open, whereas countries could now, instead of going to COPASI, which is the regional confederation, we have access directly to the UCI, and so with that portal being open for Caribbean countries, we found that there's a lot more that could be happening for the region, and so now you find that a lot of persons want to now throw their hat in the ring, of which if they feel as if we could do much more in the Caribbean and bring up the level in the Caribbean countries as it relates to cycling around the world.
University of the Bahamas Mingos hitting the floor yesterday in the Province Volleyball Association. The Mingos hoping to start a winning streak, but it wasn't going to be easy against a strong Truckers squad. The Mingos getting out of the blocks fast, but the Truckers' outside hitting proved to be a little too much. UB losing this one in straight sets, 25-14, 25-12, and 25-14.
We were really trying to focus on more service, because our team has a strong serving percentage. And we know once we have our service on, the other team is more unlikely to make a mistake. Our serving is better, honestly, from last year. And we have more communication going on than we did last year. We didn't communicate as well in this game, but it's improvements on the team, game by game.
The UB softball team holding open tryouts on Saturday as the Mingos look ahead to the 2020 Province Softball Association season. The Mingos made it to the playoffs this season but failed to win a game there. Players hit the diamond and went through fielding drills, running drills, and hitting drills under the direction of head coach Shane Aubrey.
I had quite a number of young prospects, young athletes that I see that can, come onto the team. Like I told them earlier, a few of them, they can fill immediate gaps and make an impact right away. I see 2 of them that are pitchers. One of them was here, one was not here today, unfortunately due to a school event for high school.
A Hurricane Dorian relief softball tournament set for this weekend at the Blue Hill Sporting Complex. The best of the best from around the archipelago will hit the field.
This on just to see if we can just raise some funds to help these Abaco and Freeport victims and to really bring families and friends together. As we know, softball is an outlet for us to relax our minds, and so we just want everybody to come on down, support the tournament. The minute we put this out to the Family Islands, everybody wants to get involved. We have Andros, we have Long Island, we have Freeport, we have Exuma, we have representatives from Exuma, we have Long Island, we have Eleuthera, and of course we have persons here from New Providence. We're still trying to get the team in from Inagua as well.
The B3A is staging its inaugural Masqueraders Race weekend, December 8th and 9th, and it has two components.
On day one, we will have a number of running activities, one which would include the 10K race, the other would include the half marathon relay, and we will also have, as a feature, everyone is doing a Dorian relief effort. And we believe that as a federation, it's incumbent upon us to recognize just how sobering it is for our survivors to be here with us. And so for me and my team and the executives of the federation, we thought that it would have been a wonderful idea to have a Dorian 1 mile march. And then the following day would be our B3A's Masquerade Soiree and Awards Banquet. I think it's been some 3-4 years since we've recognized formally the successes of our athletes year over year.
The Masqueraders Race weekend will definitely help with the dying breed of middle and long distance racing here in the Bahamas. It has the full support of the Ministry of Education, as they too are trying to put more of an emphasis on those events.
With the island of New Providence, and that is going fairly well. We're now looking at the island of Grand Bahama and having those islands produce the amount and number of races that is going to make this not only feasible, but where we get value for dollar. It's very, very important that we get value for dollar, and that is that we have specially trained distance coaches that take our children out, and we're able to do better in the distance races, 800 meters on up at the various championships.
Chris the Fireman Brown has been representing the Bahamas for more than 20 years, having won a medal at every level of track and field. It appears 2020 will be his swan song after taking a bit of a hiatus.
In the last year and a half off to recover and get ready for Tokyo 2020. Even though I took the year off from competing, but I didn't take the year off from training. So the body is still active and ready to compete at any minute now. And when I return, it's not going to be focused on the open 400, but more so to help the 4x4 team out. I'm not far away at all, I just trying to maintain and keep my body consistent with what it's been doing. The only difference is I haven't been competing. So going forward now, I have to find 1 or 2 races to be race sharp come next year. So that's going to be probably my challenge for next year, but I don't mind because I've been in the game for a while, so I know what it takes to get back up to top speed.
That's a look at sports. The Bahamas Tonight comes back after the break.
ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.